Hi guys. So I just want to do another follow-up on the conflict between BBM and BP Sara. It's getting very intense right now, and then supporters are coming out for Sara. Especially on my thumbnail. This is Captain. He was called Captain Dado. I never heard of him, and I was just I was so impressed uh, the way he talked. He's very strong. He's very strong, and then is although his rank is only like a captain. That's what they call him, Cap Dado, but he was respected. He was respected, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the story of Captain Dado, because when I watched his viral video, like Sara Duterte video, he was cursing at BBM, which is I don't think you should do that. No, but no matter, all right, no matter how you get frustrated or angry, you should not curse at the president or the vice president. That's just my humble opinion. But I can understand, Filipino are very passionate. They will just, some of them, if they would just say it, without really thinking. And it's hard when they're doing this lawfare against you, and which you have not done anything wrong. It's kind of very difficult. I perfectly understand the situation. It's the same thing, it's happening here in the U.S. The way they throw a lot of stuff against the former president, and which is all lies. And it just they try to lock him up. Can you imagine that? A U.S. president, you're gonna lock him up? I don't think so. I remember when we have the when we go to war with Iraq. I didn't like what it was President Bush, but I kept my mouth shut, because I have to be respectful. I don't want to say anything, against my president, which is happened to be because I'm a U.S. citizen. Bush is my president. Uh, I remember going to Europe, and a lot of people doesn't like American people. They because of the war, a war in Iraq, something like that. But what I'm trying to say, even I disagree with my president, I will not curse him or something like that. I try to keep my mouth shut. I mean, I can debate with people, but not making a video and then cursing, something like that. So that's what I'm trying to say. Even I understand that. I understand the frustration of Cap Dado, and I was very impressed. I would say I'm a fan now of him. I like to know more. I like to know more about him. His situation. And then he came out with that viral video. He was cursing at BBM. He said, "Do not touch." Do not touch. I think he was speaking in Tagalog. It's a mix English and Tagalog. That's how we talk in the Philippines. It's taklis. Is that what we call taklis? Tagalog in English. He was said, don't touch Sara Duterte. If you do, we're gonna come after you, one by one. He said, oh wow. First, it was a Sarah video, he was trying to. I don't want to say it because it's not right. Even I like Sarah Duterte, but it's not. I said it for my first video. You don't say those kind of things. Just have to control it. You can say it in a nice way. You know, don't say you wanna. I don't know. You can just say, and I want to send it to heaven. Maybe something like that. But anyway, so Capdado came out very strong. He was very defensive. Said don't touch Sara Duterte because Sarah got the mandate. She was the most beloved BP. I surely think so, because she got more vote than BBM. And then he warned that if something happened to Sarah, he's and his other retired military will come over and will go after all the people who are responsible. So it's a very strong warning. And then I also watched another video. I'll show you a famous. Oh, 1 second. Let me put that face. There you go. That's a very hinok na smile from Pretty Boy Tilianes. He's trying. A reporter tried to get his opinion. Say, what do you think? Hinok na ba ang Hinok na ba? Is it ripe? The impeachment against Sara, is it ripe? And Tiliana was saying, yes, it's very ripe. Hinok na hinok. That's what he said. Look at this smile, very hinok too. I like Tiliana. He make me laugh. Anyway, so let's see. Let's go back to okay the tension between Sara Duterte and BBM, and then BBM have to kind of tell his people, his supporter, like try to tell them, don't impeach the vice president. Let me just go read something here. He was saying uh, she's not that important. Like she's not that important. We have more important things to tackle. To Philippines has more other important things than just to impeach a vice president, which is I like. He's like trying to try to tell his supporter, especially in Congress, especially the head of the House. What do you call that House? Romualdez, Martin Romualdez. What is House Speaker? I think yeah, that's what you call House Speaker. He's a very powerful man, and he was the first cousin with BBM. I think he was trying to tell him that he's also very ambitious. I can see just the way he talked. He's very ambitious. I think he wants to be the president, which is hey, good for you. If you people would vote for you, why not? Anybody wants to be a president of the Philippines. If people you got the vote of the people, no nobody can stop you. Even some people said, oh, he wants to be a president. He doesn't speak English. Of course, he doesn't. He don't have to be speaking English. You're Filipino. You're Filipino. Can you speak Tagalog? If you can speak Tagalog, you can be president. You don't have to, to in order to be a president, you have to speak English. No, 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 because you're running as a president of the Philippines. You're not running for president of United States. So I just laugh when critic was saying that when Arab Estrada was president, they say he doesn't know how to speak baluk like twisted English or something like that. So what? So what? He can speak Tagalog. That's he's a Filipino president. So he doesn't have to. If he need to go to like a meet the world leaders, he can have like assistant that translator that would translate. Same thing with other, you've seen it with like with Russia, or even Mexico, they have interpreter, so you don't have to uh, speak English, to be a president of the Philippines. So like I said, in Martin Romualdez, he's like a very ambitious person, and then I think that's what according to what I'm hearing, that was like he was kind of pushing his supporter to impeach Sara Duterte. It's about the confidential fund, and then like in fairness to Sara Duterte, she was saying, Congress is not the one who's supposed to be, investigate, the confidential fund. It should be the COA. COA stands for, I can't remember what is COA stand for. It was the body of, they are the one who are the right body to investigate on all this government funding. And then it's not only Sara Duterte has a confidential fund, and this, by the way, this confidential fund was given to her by BBM. That was the arrangement, previously arrangement. So this basically it's just like you can use it. That's why I call confidential fund. You can use it at your discretion. And then of course you have to uh, list down everything, and then if one day the COA want to see the book, you can show it. But again, that's what on Sarah defense, she was saying, because people say, why don't she just answer it? The House where wants to know where the expense go, like that. Why she just don't want to answer it, And she said, if I be happy to answer it, but my question is, how about the others? If you want to see my confidential fund, let's open everything. Open everything, all the books, all the Congress members that has a confidential fund should open it. I think that's only fair, right? And then somebody said that she seems like under the influence of drugs, because of when she make the threatening video, people were saying, like that. She said, okay, if that's what you think, why don't we all have a drug test? Everybody, start from the president down to all the government worker. Why don't we do that? And we do it live. So that tells you, she's being honest. It's just, in my humble opinion, she was not afraid. She was not afraid. She was just very honest, frank, to tell the people what she think, is right. Anyway, so going back to Cap Dado, I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna show you a clip of Cap Dado, and I'll come back.
Magkakaroon kami ng People's Court. Alam niyo yung People's Court? Magkakaroon kami ng People's Audit. Putrame. Ano gagawin ng audit? Yari kayong lahat, kayong mga magnanakaw. Yung sanay ninyo at hindi tumugma doon sa mga pagkari-ari ng relo, damit, kotse, bahay, kondo, kahit sa abroad. Pagka hindi tumama, sisigilin natin kayo at magkakaroon tayo ng death penalty. Sa kagustuhan ng taong bayan.
Malinaw ang binanggit ni former President Duterte. Makinig niyo po, former Chief Justice Lucas Bersamin, na ngayon ay Executive Secretary. Hindi po ipinanawagan ni Pangulong Duterte na magkutita. Hindi siya nanawagan na mag-mutiny. Ang sabi niya, nagtatanong siya sa Armed Forces of the Philippines. Kaya limang panindigan at isin na mayroon kayong Commander-in-Chief na napupuli sa lulong o illegal na droga o drug addict president as Commander-in-Chief. Anong reaksyon niyo nito? Ito ba, Captain Dado, ay isang pang-uupak upang magkutita ang military na siyang tingin ngayon ng Malacanang kay Digong?
Wala, mahina talaga utak ng mga nandun eh. Hindi yun inciting to sedition. Inciting to do the right thing. Yung sedition, aklas ka sa gobyerno. Yung doing the right thing, sasamahan mo yung taong bayan. Yun yun. Pagtatanggol mo yung taong bayan, yung interest ng taong bayan. Malayo ang diferensya. Anong inciting to sedition? Salita lang yan. Salita lang yan. Yan, inimbento ng mga lawyer natin, ng mga judge natin. Bakit yun ang papaandol dyan? Tayo ang nasa ibabaw. Tayo, yung konstitusyon, magkaroon kayo ng lakas ng loob at kukuha kayo ng lakas ng loob sa bawat isa. Sa bawat isa. Ang tingting, yan yung prinsipyo ng Filipino Guerrilla Forces. Ang walis tingting, kunin mo isang piraso, bakliin mo kahit isang kamay kaya-kaya. Pero yung isang buong walis tingting, bakliin mo ganyan, di mo kaya. Ang taong bayan, pagsama-sama, hindi mo kayang palihin. Isang malakas na pwersa yan. Kaya huwag kayo natatakot, mga kababayan.
At yun ang
Okay, that's very powerful, right? So that's what he was saying that he was just telling that I think he was just joining the pro Sara Duterte, the crowd with pro Sara Duterte, and I was just like from what I heard from the one of the video was saying that there's like a 600 supporter was camping out, I think by the outside the Congress, trying to show the support. Because there's like the MBI, the MBI is the FBI here in the U.S. was trying to send us subpoena to Sara Duterte to answer some of the question, and then there's a rumor that she's going to be arrested, and then that's why people are coming out now, showing the support, and some are calling for people power. We have seen the people power in 1986, and then some of the media was saying, oh, these are paid supporter, because some of the supporter were complaining they promised to give them a 500 peso a day and then end up only give them 200 peso. That's what the report from the media. And then I was thinking to myself, the 200, if that's not a paid supporter. A 200 is like just to try to help them with the food. I don't think that it's a paid. Everything's so expensive right now. Of course, you probably some of these good-hearted people, even like a YouTube. There's a lot of good people. When they like what you're doing with your video, they send you support. If you have send me a coffee or send me some money, to help me support my channel, something like that. Which is I don't do that. I don't need it. All right, so I'm just doing this for passion, pastime. I don't like to bother you with that. So I'm not saying it's wrong. People, we all have a different situation. Some people, doing this for full time, and then this is like their job. Their job doing blogging, and then some of them are doing really well. I mean, they make tons of money. Like influencer, they were making tons of money. Nothing wrong with that, but so what I'm saying is, for me, from just watching it. 200 peso is just like it's probably somebody has seen these people camping out showing support for Sara, and then they just feel like they want to chip in. They say, hey, you know what, hey, here's some money, buy yourself some food or coffee, because you're there, you're sleeping, they were sleeping on the street, uh, you know uh, to kind of like, show support and to try to protect Sara so they don't arrest her or something like that. And then going back to Capdado, I just watched one of his video that somebody was saying, talking about him, and then because as when I show you that video, it was showing that they were trying to say did the former president did he call for a coup d'état against BBM, and then Capdado was trying to explain, say no, he's not. He was just basically asking you a question, asking the military a question. Are you gonna support a president who probably under the influence of something? But again, this is all like it's a gossip, So there's no proof. It's just like rumor they were saying, but again, there's no proof of that. The, the former president was just merely asking the question, and then the media was running it like they were saying that he was trying to incite a coup d'état against the BBM. So Capdado was trying to explain this is not inciting to overthrow the government, but just merely to 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 say what what he's thinking, and then it's just up to the people, to decide. That's what they say, power to the people, and the people has the power. And he even said that just like the Filipino, we have this kind of a broom. It's called walis ting ting. With one stick, it's easy to break. But if you tie the whole thing, the whole bunch of stick, you cannot break it. No matter what you do, you just can't break it, because the more, it's not only the merrier, but it get very stronger. You add more stick, and that stick, even as tiny as it can be, it will become very strong. That's what he's trying to say. That's the power of the people. People has the power. Anyway, and then and he should know that he should know about this coup d'état, because why? When I was watching the other video, one of the general was talking about Capdado. He said, you know what? Even though, don't just kind of look down on his rank. He could be just a captain, but he was very respected because he's so good. He was a ranger, considered a ranger in the Philippine military, and he was trained in the U.S. He was trained in the U.S., and not that many ranger in the Philippines has the opportunity to train in the U.S. But Capdado was trained in the U.S., and he was highly respected. And then the year he was a PMI of 1983, that was considered one of the best class of the PMI, according to the video I was watching. And then he said, the one who was making the video was a general, as a former general. And he said, even though my rank is a general, when I see Capdado, I make do the salute. First, he's gonna be the first to to offer the salute, because that's what he was very respected. Don't don't look down on his rank, because he was highly respected military officer. And it's like, when he talk, people listen, even in the military listen. And I think also the pretty boy Trillanes also have did mention it, that Duterte still have the military support. And talking about, should I go with this? Maybe, I don't know. Oh, let's go this for quickly, all right? I think I watched Duterte, the former president, a lot, and he really cared about the people, not only the people but also the military. Because I've seen it so many times that he would attend, especially during the war with the siege in Marawi, and there's a lot of soldier getting killed. And then Duterte will always make sure to attend their wake. He was always there. He was always there to support the family, and then help them out. Sometimes he will even tell the family, don't worry, we'll take care of your the kids schooling, or something like that. He really take care of the military, not only the high ranking officer. Because in the Philippines, usually whoever I'm not pointing whoever is the president, they only take care of the highest people, the general. It's only like take care of the general, and then the rest, bahala na. That's always the case, right? But not Duterte. Duterte take care of the general, and he also all the way to the lowest rank. That's Duterte. That's former President Duterte. That's why people love him, and that's why he gets so many votes. Well, that's about what I want to point out. And let's go back to to Capdado. So Capdado, did I finish what I'm saying here? So and oh, now not the general was saying about Capdado. He even though he was only a captain, but a captain. The story was during the I think it was 1986 or somewhere or 89. There's a coup. Philippines used to be it's a trending. Coup d'etat it's fun. When people get bored, they do a coup d'etat. This is back in the 80s, and that's why I came here to the U.S. I had to run away. Oh boy. Now we were just joking. We in the Philippines we love the jokes about even so serious like people are already like we having a cool guitar and then you will see people still laughing. They're still making fun. We just that's Filipino way. We like to uh, like to entertain ourselves, but also don't take it too seriously. As we say. Anyway, during the one of the a coup, Cory when Cory came to power, because of the people power in 1986, and then Marcos, the former President Marcos was exiled to the U.S. and Cory Aquino came to power. She have I don't know how many coup that she have to confront. And one of the coup at that time, the rebel, the rebel military was I think hiding in a hotel or something, and then the government was trying to negotiate with the rebel. One of the people that they sent to talk to the rebel was Capdado. Uh, Capdado at that time was only a lieutenant. He's only a lieutenant, and then one of the his partner was a high-ranking. I think it's only a colonel or something like that. The two of them went inside the hotel to negotiate with the rebel, which is consists of mostly a ranger, military ranger. So I think military rangers is probably are the very considered a very skillful. Probably maybe like a SWAT or something like that, or I don't know, something higher than not just regular army. Anyway, so Cabdado and the other higher ranking officer went over to negotiate with the rebel, and then what they have agree upon is that okay, as long as nobody will be court-martialed, and then you're not going to abolish this, our, the what do you call that? Our group, the ranger. That's what part of the negotiation. And then they say, okay, no, we will just go forward like nothing happened, something like that. That's what they agree upon. So they came out, they surrender peacefully. They also said that no jail time for like again no court martial. But I think a few months later, President Corey, probably from one of the advisor, changed their mind. They decided to just abolish the the group, and then also lock them up, lock a lot of the ranger who went mutiny against the government. So at that time, Capdado was so furious, and he went back to his partner at that time, went over there. But this time, the partner, he was a high-ranking general right now. I think he was a 3-star or 4-star general, and then he said, what happened? That is not part of the deal. We our agreement with the rebel that we're not gonna lock them up, and also at the same time we're not gonna demolish the group. Why didn't you fight for it? But the general said he's also up almost up for retirement, and he doesn't wanna jeopardize his probably his pension or something like that. And Capdado was so upset because it was his principal being challenged right there. So he said, you know what, I'm gonna quit. That's why he has a lower rank. He was just at that time he was a captain, so he decided to just leave the military out of principle. It was his principle. Yeah, I'm like that too. I have very high principle. Sometimes I have to let I will leave a job even they pay me very well, but if they don't respect me, or my I keep saying my word is I keep my word. uh, Sometimes I share video here and then people will say, it's like a no name came out a troll, like show me the proof. Can you show me the proof? And then show me like I want to see a receipt or something like that. I said, fuck off. Show you. My word is your. That's my. It's. I don't need to show you anything. All right. I'm here in the U.S. working for millionaire, billionaire. They trust me because I have maintained my integrity, and then I make a video, and then some no name a troll were asking me for like a proof what I just tell them. I say, you know what, just go away. All right. I don't need to show you no proof. What I said is true because I don't tell story. I just tell you the truth. And besides, I don't ask you anything. Do I ask you anything? Do I ask you for, hey, buy me as whatever? I don't ask that. You come here is free. So I just I that's how I deal. If you don't like how I deal, go away, go somewhere. Right? Anyway, so that's what the principle. Capdado has principle. That's why he quit. He just left military. That's why when people look, say, you're only a captain. Why should we listen to you? But now the other that who's still in the military know him and respect him, because if he had not quit, he could be probably become a chief of staff. That's what people in the military think of him. So when he came out in supporting of Sara Duterte, that's huge. That's a very huge. That's big time. In my humble opinion. Anyway, so but I'm glad that at the same time I'm saying kudos to BBM for try to smooth the tension, telling his supporter back off. Don't. She's not important. She's not important. We have more problem in the Philippines. We trying to solve. Let's focus on the people, or the problem, instead of just going after impeaching Sara Duterte, right? Uh, at the same time, all right, I said that I'm really mean it, that I'm so glad that BBM came out, to calm the tension, right? But at the same time, if you think about it, that only show you that Sarah is not guilty. She's innocent, because if the person is guilty of something, you're not going to say, hey, just back up, right? Leave it alone. You're not going to do that. You're going to go after that person no matter what, the situation, circumstances. You're going to go after the guilty person. Like if somebody murders somebody, are you going to say, hey, you know what, cool up, because we got inflation right now. Let the murderer go. You're not going to do that. If you're the authority, of course you're going to go arrest the person, right? That's just my humble opinion. Anyway, so folks, stay tuned. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping things will calm down, because there's a uh, There's no winner here. It's no winner. It's, this is look at the exchange rate now. Right now, I think it's like 59 to $1. People are hurting. I mean, how much is the rice right now? Rice is last time I checked is about I think 50 peso a kilo. That's a lot. It's a lot. So nothing. No, nobody's winning here. They should just concentrate on the Filipino people. That's what Sarah was saying. Let's help, concentrate helping the Filipino people. Anyway, let me know your thought on this video. Thank you again for watching. Take care. Stay safe.